a little bit later on stadium court number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take this opportunity to make sure that your cell phones are turned to the silent position. Once again,
Mario Ancic, 6'5", 25 years old. Been a pro since 2001, just short of $4 million in prize money and 3 singles titles, 2 of them at Dirk and Bosch, and the other on the carpet, St. Petersburg. So far on the ATP World Tour, 2-0. He also played 4 Challenger and Future matches earlier this year as he tries to work his way back into shape. And as you can see, Ancic, current ranking of 694 as he pretty much fell completely out of those rankings. Best year-end performance was 2006 when he finished number 9 in his Masters career. He's won 5 more than he's lost. His 7th appearance at Indian Wells. His best was a 4th round appearance in 2006. So he's looking to equal that here today. But a tough task against Rafael Nadal. In each of his first 2 victories so far in this tournament, Ancic has really showed the strain. You could tell how difficult it was in those 3 setters, but he was able to persevere through. How much left has he got in the tank? We're going to find out because Rafa will test him to be sure. Nadal now 23 years old, 36 all-time singles titles on tour, including 15 Masters 1000. Over $27 million worth of prize money and solid results so far in 2010. With a 9-2 record, but the big thing missing from the resume since Rome nearly a year ago is a tour level title. It's only a matter of time. Currently coming in with a number 3 ranking, and you can see that is not a place he's used to being. He was behind Roger Federer for 160 straight weeks as number 2 to Roger's number 1 before breaking through in 2008 and finishing year-end number 1 for the only time in his career. At the end of this year, year-end number 2, and has since slipped to 3 in the rankings. An unbelievable 158-33 in Masters competition, including 15 titles and 21 finals appearances. 6-time at Indian Wells. 2-time a winner, including last year. So the defending champion with quite a reputation to uphold at Indian Wells Tennis Gardens. As Ancic and Nadal go through their final moments of warm-up, we'll take a break here on ESPN and be back with First Serve from Indian Wells. And there are the head-to-head numbers. 4 official meetings on the ATP World Tour between these two. 3 of them won by Rafael Nadal. Most of their meetings, though, have come a long, long time ago. The first meeting was at Wimbledon in 2003, Rafa winning that in 4 sets. The next year in Auckland, Rafa winning on the hard court in straight sets, but it was 2 tie breaks. Same year they met in Milan on the carpet. That's the 1 victory for Ancic over Nadal on the main tour. And then it was 4 years later, in 2008, that they met on the clay at Monte Carlo, taken by Nadal. Cedric Mourier will be the chair umpire. Welcome to ESPN's continuing coverage of the BNP Paribas Open. From Indian Wells, California, Mario Ancic and Rafael Nadal about ready to do battle in a 3rd round match. This is the first stop of 9 on the ATP World Tour Masters 1000 level. Mark Brown with you throughout our coverage. Glad you could be with us here on the worldwide leader in sports. Stadium court number 1, Mario Ancic, hoping to continue his solid play in this Masters 1000 event, going up against former world number 1 Rafael Nadal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mario Ancic won the toss and ready to serve. Time.
Ancic won the toss and will serve first. The 6'5" Croat. Rafael Nadal did not look spectacular in his opening match against Rainer Schuttler, but in the end he did more than enough to take it 6-4, 6-4 in an hour and 34 minutes. So we got a little bit of test from the German. Didn't log too much court time and didn't have to go to a third set. So all told, pretty good. It's a major physical breakdown to injury in this mid-season last year. A lot of time off the tour, fighting his way back, picked up some more. First it was the knee tendonitis, then abdominals that struck him around the time of the U.S. Open for Rafael Nadal. Never quite got back on a good footing for the rest of 2009. And had a forgettable appearance at the World Tour Finals in London, not making out of round-robin play, not getting a victory in London at all. So all that's behind him, though. Refreshed, rehabbed, and ready to go. First serve will go to Mario Ancic. This is third round match versus Rafael Nadal about to begin. Let's rejoin our live coverage here on ESPN.
Ancic had a good win over Julien Benneteau, the Frenchman, who seeded number 31 in the second round, 4-6, 7-6, 6-3, and defeated Bobby Reynolds, the American qualifier, in the first round. Again, that one went the distance, 4-6, 6-3, 6-4. So there's a lot of tennis so far. Nadal duffed up Rainer Schuttler pretty comfortably. It was Nadal's first match of the week. He won it 4-4. Schuttler had beaten Thiago Alves, the Brazilian qualifier, in the first round, 7-5, 6-love.
It'd be pretty hard to please as a coach. Duffed up 4-4. If I'm going 4-4 with Nadal, I'm telling everybody what a close match it was. There's always two sides to look at things. You know, I had him there at 4 apiece.
Yeah, I think if memory serves, though, it was extremely windy and it was a scrappy match, and Schuttler never really looked like he was going to get anything out of it. But you're right. Hard man to please. No sign so far of any forays into the forecourt. And an early opportunity for the Spaniard. Service game, I think, a good example of what we were talking about there. Made plenty of first serves, but Nadal simply putting the ball back to a decent enough length and then dictating play from the baseline. Gets the break of serve and leads 1-love.
These two returns there where Nadal was at full stretch, just got a bit of racket on it where it's just floating. So if you're serving and volleying, that's a nice shoulder high volley for you.
Or a jump smash.